Wagwan guys, in this video you're going to be building an internet banking website with me from beginning till the end. My name is 𝐁𝐞𝐥𝐢 and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Before we get started, I'll go through the prerequisites of what you need to follow up with this tutorial. The first thing you're going to be needing is a domain name and a cPanel hosting. Now I said cPanel hosting because I'm going to be using cPanel hosting for this tutorial. But if you know how to use other control panel systems, you can as well follow up with this course as long as you know the difference between cPanel and the other control panel systems. And the next thing you're going to be needing is the PHP script for this banking website. Now, if you need the exact PHP script that I'll be using in this video, you're going to have to shoot me a DM through my contact details in the description of this video. Note that I won't be dropping my contact details in the comment section. I will always drop my contact details in my video descriptions. So you can go to the video description and shoot me a DM if you need to get this script. And the next thing you'll be needing to go through this course with me is a basic understanding of how to use the internet. It is very essential you know how to use the internet, you know how to use the web browser very well. Like, now let me go through the steps of which we are going to take to complete this tutorial. In the first step, I'm going to show you where to purchase domain name and cPanel hosting. And next, we are going to look into how to upload and extract the script file in the file manager. Now, moving on to the next one, we're going to look into the database creation, the configuration, and SQL file import into the phpMyAdmin. And moving on, we look into the admin settings, adding logo and email SMTP configurations. And last but not the least, we look into how to edit the website front end templates. And one more thing before we get started into this tutorial, I would love to give a disclaimer. This video is only for educational purposes. Anyone who uses knowledge or understanding or tools gotten from these or illegal purposes, they will bear full responsibilities for their actions. With that said, let's get into this video. And the first phase, which is where to get an affordable DMCA ignored and fast web hosting, here we are at hostgrid.com. So just head over to hostgrid.com and you can scroll through their website pages and read information about their website. But I can recommend them to you because they are really very fast. Okay, so I use them a lot. I'm not going to say too much about them. You can just head over to hostgrid.com and look at things yourself. I already have a video on how to purchase domain name and hosting from this hosting provider, so I'm not going to repeat that in this video. Rather, I'm going to leave it somewhere around your screen right now. I'm going to pin the video and I will also leave it in the description of this video, so you can just click and check that out and quickly come back and continue with this video. And if you don't want to use this, you can use any hosting provider that resonates with you. You should be able to achieve the same goal just as I am going to achieve in this video. So with that said, let's move on to the next step. In the next step of this video, we are going to be uploading and extracting the script. So let's get started into it. I've already logged into my cPanel, as you can see right here. So going on with that, we are going to head to the file manager section right here. You can see the files section and click on the file manager. So we're going to head to the file manager and open up the public_HTML. So right now I've already uploaded the script because I don't want to waste time in this video. Okay, head over to this upload button right here. Just click on the upload button and you're gonna drag and drop, or you can click this select file to select the script and it will start uploading automatically. After uploading and the bar has turned green, just click on go back to the file manager and the same exact directory. Now when you are here on the same page with me, you can just continue with my steps. Now I'm going to right click on this zip file right here. Of course, we need to extract the zip file to get to the content of the zip files. Okay, so right now I will right click and I'll select extract. Of course, I'm going to extract it into the public_HTML. Okay, so I click on the extract files, close that, and you can see that the file has extracted. So what I'm going to do is just delete this one because I don't need it anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead to delete this file right here, and then I'm going to open this folder right there, or you call it directory, and I'm going to click on select all. Okay, when I click on select all the items, the folders and the files are going to be selected, so I don't need to select them one after the other. So the next thing is to click on move right here. So when I click on move, I'm going to remove all these folder name. I'm going to remove the directory name up until the /. Okay, so I can do it like this. I can as well remove the /, or I can still leave it right there. It means exactly the same thing. Okay, so I'm going to click on the move files right here. Now I go back up one level, and you can see that I have all the file content right here. Now quickly, we are done with the second step. Now moving on to the third step, we are going to look into the database creation, configuration, and how to import the SQL file. As you can see right here is the SQL file located. Okay, so right now I'm going to go back to my cPanel home, because I'm going to close this up. So I go back to my cPanel home, and right here I will look for the databases section. You can see the databases section right here. So what we are going to do right now is to create a database user, and we're going to create a database as well, and then we're going to link the user to the database, and from there we're going to grant permissions to manage the database to the user. Okay, now we can do this in two ways. Number one way is to use the manage my databases option right here, and with this option we need to do that manually. We manually create the database, manually create the database user, and manually link the two together. But right now in this video we are going to use the databases wizard or database wizard. In some cPanels you're going to see it as my SQL database wizard. They are all the same thing. Okay, so I'm going to click here, database wizard. Now what the wizard does is to give us step by step how to create the database and the database user and connect the two together. Okay, as you all know, that is what wizards do. Now let's go ahead and create a database. So I'm just going to call this I'm going to call it SkyDB, and I click on next. Whatever you call your database does not really matter. Now I'm just going to call the database the same thing as the database user. Okay, so this second stage right here, you can see the step 2 is for me to create a database user. So I'm going to name it the same exact name as the database. Now it is not compulsory you give it the same name as the database. I just wanted to copy one of them and use it for the two. Okay, you can as well name it a different thing from the database name. Now moving forward, I'm going to add a password. This password is for the database user. Now use this password to access the database. Okay, so right now I'm going to create a database password, a database user, sorry about that, and I'm going to click on the create user right here. You can see right now you have successfully created a database user named this. Okay, now moving on, the next step, which is the last step, is for me to grant all the privileges to this user. You can see the user is this and the database is this. I'm being prompted to grant the privileges that I need this database user to have on this database. Okay, so right now we want it to have all the privileges available. So I'm going to click on the all privileges option right there to select all the privileges at once, and I'm going to click on make changes. When I click on make changes, you can see all tasks has been completed. Okay, so right now I can just copy one of these, because you can see this is the database and this is the user, and both are the same thing because I just used the same name for the both. Okay, so I'm just going to copy one of them right here, and I'll go back to the file manager. Now to complete the third phase, we need to connect that database to the database user and also import the SQL file to the phpMyAdmin. Now to connect the database to the script, we're going to go back to the file manager, and from the accounts directory right here I scroll and I open up the script directory, and I'm going to look for a file called connect.php. As you can see right here, connect.php file right here, I'm going to right click and edit this file. Now this is the database connection file over there. Now you can see the username, the password, and the database name. Okay, so right here I'm going to impute the username, and I'm also going to impute the password. I'm going to click on save changes, and I can now close this file up. I'm done connecting the database, and the next thing I'm going to do is to import the SQL file. Okay, so right now let me just go up one level, up another level, and I'm going to download this SQL file. You can see the SQL file right here, so I'm going to right click and download the SQL file. Yes, I'm going to download that. Okay, it's done downloading. So I'm going to move ahead from the cPanel. So I'm just going to head over to the cPanel home, so we can be able to look at the PHP my admin software. You can see that right there, the databases section. So click on the PHP my admin section, and the software is going to open up from another tab, which is very clean. Okay, so you can see right here is the database that we've just created. I'm going to click on the database that we just created right now, and you can see it is as empty as the space. Okay, so right now I'm going to click on imports, and when you click on imports, you can see the option to choose a file. I'm going to click the option to choose a file. So right here I will select the database that I just downloaded. You can see the database file right here. I'm going to open that up, and right here I'm just going to click on import. Now the database content has been imported, including all the tables that makes up the database interaction. Okay, so right now you can just click on users to view the users. You can see these are just demo users. You can go ahead to delete the demo users, but be sure not to delete the admin user, which is the user ID one. You can see that right here. This right here is the admin user. So you can delete the rest of the users, but be sure not to delete the admin user. Okay, so for you to delete any of these other users, you can just click on delete. All right, it's gone. Okay, if you want to select more than one to delete, you can just do this right here. Now just click on delete. First, I want to delete that. Yes. So right now we are done with the database configuration, and also we have imported the SQL file to make up the database. So we are done with all of these, and the website should be up and running right away. So what we need to do is to open up the website, and we are going to head over to the admin section, and we're going to log into the admin section. So from the cPanel, you can see my domain name right here. I'm just going to click on my domain name over there, and you can see the website is already up and running. All right, you can see the website is already up and running, guys. You can see that, very beautiful. I'm not just going to go through all these elements section by section right here in this video. You can do that if you get the script and you're building it for yourself. So right now I'm just going to go over the admin login URL. Okay, now the admin login page URL is going to be the domain name that you got. Of course, the domain name, you can see / the account and / admin. As you can see right here from the file manager, we have the account right here, and we have the admin. So you can relate when I say / account and / admin. Okay, now if I tap enter right here, okay guys, so I ran into an error while trying to load up the admin page, right? As you can see, so anytime you see this kind of error, you're certainly the one making a mistake. So I love it that I made this kind of error, so we're just gonna stick together to solve it. Okay, obviously I made the mistake, so let's look through and see where I made the mistake. And right here is the connect.php file, and you can see I have the username right here, seems all good, and I have the database name right here, seems all good as well. I also have the password, seems all good. Okay, let's go to the cPanel, and it's really important that you know how to fix problems if you run into any kind of problem. But trust me, it's nothing serious. I'm just the problem. Okay, so I'm gonna click on the manage databases. I just wanted to look through all the information I have right here. So I click on the manage databases, and you can see this is the current databases right here, and this right here is the database. So I have the database name right here, SkyDB. And now let's scroll down, and the privileged user is SkyBD, and right here is the user. Right here is the users table. You can see the database users table, and this is the SkyBD. Okay, I think I now see the mistake. So the user is the SkyBD. So the BD and the DB thing, I think I mixed them up. So that caused the clash. Okay, now I actually wanted to use DB, that's the database short form, okay, for the both, but I think I mistakenly typed in BD for the user. So that right there is the mistake. I'm just going to copy this for the user, and I will head over to the connector.php file, and I'm going to look at the user name right here. So this is the username. I'm going to paste that. Okay, I'm going to paste that right here. This is the BD. Now let me head over to the database right here, and I'm going to copy that and head back and paste that one right here, the DB. Okay, so I click on save changes, and simply doing this, I hope that I've solved the problem. Now let me go ahead and reload the page, and let's see how it goes. You can see that, guys, successful. So whenever you see such error, just know that you're the one making a mistake. You can just go back to to the databases table to check through it and fix it, or you can as well just create a new database and start all afresh with the connections. Okay, so that is how to fix a quick problem or adventure you run into any. And it's even good we run into a problem, because now we are able to know how to fix any issue if we run into any kind of problem as such. So right now, before I go ahead to log into the admin dashboard, I'll go back to my cPanel, and go back to my cPanel home by clicking on the cPanel icon right there, and I'm going to scroll to the software section. You can see the software section. I'm going to click the select PHP version, or you can as well search it from the search tool, but I just love to scroll. I don't know why. Okay, now I click on the version selector, and I'm going to select the 7.4. If you don't do this before logging into the admin, you might experience some logging out. Okay, so whenever you log into the admin, it will log into the admin successfully, and whenever you click any button, it will log you out. Now you just need to set up your PHP version to 7.4 first before you can be able to log into the admin, and you will stay logged in. Now I'll just reload this page right here, and I'll go ahead to log in, and the default admin login details is admin for the email, admin@gmail.com, and the default password is 126. Okay, that is 123456. So whenever you install yours, just go ahead to change the password and the email as well. Now I'll click on continue right here, and you can see I've already logged into the admin. From the admin dashboard, the first thing we need to do or to set up is to the general settings. So we'll go straight to the general settings, and right here we need to set up our own domain name. Okay, right here. Now I'm going to do that. I'll just copy that to avoid any form of mistake. So I'm just going to copy that and paste that right here. Make sure you leave the /account just the way it is. Just replace your domain name over there. Input your bank name and the rest of them. There is no right or wrong. You know how to do this. You have your information. You can just do that yourself. For the email, we're going to come back to that, but let me just enter a dummy email, and I'm going to create this email later. So I'm going to create this support email later. Okay, now I put the email address, the phone number. You can as well just write the phone number that you wish or if not, you can leave it blank as well. And for the country, you can click here to select the country that you wish to use. Let me just select the United States, and this right here is to enable both blocker. If you want to do that, obviously you would want to do that to disable the boot blocker, whatever. So you can do that for it, but by default it's already enabled. You can go ahead to disable that if you're not okay with that, and you can write the bank's description. This description helps the bank for SEO ranking. Okay, so you can just write a very good and detailed description, but not too long as well. Now for the site address, you can just go ahead to enter the physical address for the bank or the business or whatever you want to use it for. Okay, now this right here is for the cryptocurrency. If you want to enable cryptocurrency, you can see the from the menu bar right here, you can see the cryptocurrency management option. So it's already enabled. That's why you're seeing these options right here. If you disable this, you're not going to be seeing any of these. Okay, so I'm going to show you how that works later in this video. And right here we have the IMF and COT. So this means the transfer code. So this is where you enable and disable these options, and you can have a little note about the COT and the IMF. And over here we have another set of codes, and this one right here, they are 3 in number. Okay, and you can see they are disabled. Whenever you enable these 3, these ones right here are going to be disabled automatically. So basically they do not work along with each other. You can either enable these and to leave these 3 disabled, or you can just disable these 2. And remember, this toggle right here is for the IMF and COT. So if you enable this, you're going to be having the IMF and COT, which is 2 codes. Okay, and you have the 3 codes right here disabled. But if you want to have these 3 codes enabled, and just go ahead to toggle the enable right here, and whenever you save the changes, the IMF and COT toggle is going to be disabled automatically. Moving ahead, we have the transfer authorization code. Now this is where you enter the codes for these set of codes right here. This is where you enter the numbers right here. So for the IMF and the COT codes, they are going to be created whenever you are creating a new user account. So you don't need to set the code right here, hard code the codes. But for these set of codes, these last 3 set of codes, you're going to be hard coding their numbers right here, okay, respectively. And moving on, we have the enable or disable the know your customer, and by default, and this is for the cards as well. So just click on the update to update the changes. Obviously I can see settings updated, and the next thing we're going to do is to set up the email and SMS configuration. Obviously I'm not going to set up the SMS configuration in this video, but if you want to do that, you can just the instructions are here. Okay, just head over to the gateway API to generate an API key and just paste it right here. This is for the SMS configuration. Okay, so and right now I'm just going to disable this for now. Okay, so right here is the email settings. As you can see, we have the email host, the username, password, the SMTP protocol, the port, and the display name. So let's head over to the cPanel, and we can go ahead to create an email account, of which we're going to use the SMTP details to connect to our website. Now I'm going to click on the email account. Right here I'm going to click on the create, and like I said before, I'm going to create this support email, and I'm going to give it a password quickly. So right here I'm going to click on the create. Here our email is created. After that, I'm going to click on the connect devices under that email over there. You can see this right here is SMTP configuration details. So I'm just going to copy the username. Obviously the username is the email address. Okay, I'm going to paste the email address over here, the username option, and I'm going to copy the outgoing server right here. Obviously the outgoing server will likely be mail.yourdomainname or just your domain name, or sometimes smtp.yourdomainname, or whatever it might as well be. Okay, so I'm just gonna paste that over there, and I'm gonna include the password. The password is still the same thing with what I have here. The protocol, I just wanna leave it the default one right there, and the port is also 465, as you can see. And mind you, we will be working with the outgoing server because we want to be sending out from the server. So the port is 465 as we have right here, and the display name is just the name that the emails will carry. Right now I just name it whatever I want to name it, and I'll click on updates. And okay guys, so before I just move ahead to the next step, I'm just going to go through these cryptocurrency right here. Obviously the logo and the favor icon, I'm not going to do that right here. Of course, if you want to do that, just go ahead and click on it, and you can go ahead and select your logo right here and click on updates. Obviously it's going to be updated. Okay, so, and you can see the size right here. We have the 300 by 82 pixels. Okay, and have the footer logo as well, and the email header logo. So the email header logo will always appear on the header of the emails sent out to your customers. And right here we also have the file icon, but right now I'm not going to change any of these from here. I'm going to change them from the file manager. But if you want to change any of them right here, it's all on you. It's still good. Okay, so I'm gonna do that in the file manager like I said before. And before I do that, I'm gonna run through the cryptocurrency option that I mentioned earlier. Okay, so if you just want to include your cryptocurrency details, just click on the cryptocurrency option right here and click on the crypto management. When you click on the crypto management, you're gonna see a lot of options that you can enable or disable. For example, you can see this Stellar wallet right here. It's already enabled, that's why it's showing disable. Okay, so if I want to disable that, I'm going to click on that, and okay, I'm going to click on that and disable. Okay, all right, you can see now it's showing enabled, which means it is disabled already. So if you want to change the wallet address of any of them, for example the Bitcoin wallet, just click on the update wallet right here, and you can as well just paste in your wallet address and click on update. So that is how to manage the cryptocurrencies. And whenever someone wants to make a deposit, they are going to see the deposit by crypto, and if they click on it, it's going to generate a barcode and also pop up the crypto wallet address, and the person can just go ahead and copy the address and send the money from their wallet or whatever it might be. Okay, so that is how it works. When it's done from the admin, you're going to see it as a pending deposit. So you're just going to have to click on the pending deposit, and you're going to see it right here. Okay, just click on it and approve the payment, and the user is going to be credited the exact amount in the invoice. Okay, so that is how it works for the cryptocurrencies. You can as well go ahead to check up all the options that you have in the admin, such as the visual cards, the KYC application. The loan management is very superb, but in this video I don't have time to go through all these. You can do well to go through all this whenever you are doing this on your own. Okay, and as well as how to credit and debit a user. So if I click here, create a new user, this button right here, it takes me to the dashboard home. Okay, now if you want to create a new user from the admin dashboard, you're just going to want to click on this open an account right here and just select any option in it, and just fill out the registration form right here and click submit, and you're good to go. Okay, so that is just as simple as that. Now whenever someone creates an account from the front end of the website, you're going to see it right here, and as an admin you're going to need to approve the registration first before the person can be able to log into the account. Okay, so if you have any pending account right here, you can just hover right here, and you're going to see the activation icon. So right now all the account right here has been activated, and that's why you don't see the icon. Okay, So that is just how to manage the admin dashboard. Now let's move on right now. Let me show you how to upload logos from the file manager, like I said before. So as I head on to the file manager, let me just go up one level. Okay, this is right here from republic_html right there. And okay, let me do one thing. Let me just load up let me just sign out so that I can go over to the the main page. Okay, so let me just go over to the main page. So I'm just gonna do some modification right here, including the logo, and I'm also going to do some modification. You can see the name change. I'm just gonna implement the name change right here, as well as all other places that I have them appear in this page. Okay, so how to do that? First of all, with the logo, I already have my logo that I designed for the purpose of this course. As you can see right here, I have my logo and also my fav icon, but for now you can see their sizes are very large. You can see the sizes, the 985 by 322. This is very large, and the specification right there is the 300 times 82, although it must not be exact number, but something close to that, right? So right now I'm just going to open up this image, my image viewer, and I'm going to click here, these three dots over here, and I'll click on the resize image, and I'll just go ahead and type the 300 to see the ratio. Okay, I have 300 by 98. Okay, I think I'll just have to go with that. I think that's good. I think it's really good. Okay, so I'll choose where to save that up, and I'll just name it logo. Now I'll name it logo and move to the next one, which is the fav icon. And the fav icon, there is no specified size for it. When I click on the resize image, there is no specified size, but you just have to make sure that it is square. As you can see, this is 322 by 322, and you can really tell that it is well squared because all sides are the same. Okay, so but I'm just gonna reduce that to, I think, 100 by 100. Okay, all right, click on save, and I'm gonna save that as fav icon. So I actually gave a graphics designer some job to design this particular logo. Okay, so if you want to design a logo, you can as well use some of these logo design apps, and just make sure that you have them as a PNG file, because the ones that we want to replace them with are PNG files as well. You can see. Okay, so you can see this right here. If I right click on this image, and I'll just select a copy image address, you can see copy image address, and I can just go ahead and paste it somewhere. Let me just open a new tab and paste it. I have the domain name, which is the public_html/ the image directory, and from inside the image directory I now have the logo.png. So this means I have to go to the images directory, and inside there we need to change the logo.png. But for us to do this dynamically, so that whenever we upload just one logo, is going to be replaced all other places that that logo image is used. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to make sure that the image we are uploading to replace this logo.png is titled logo, and we're going to also make sure that this image that we are going to replace with is a PNG image. Okay, because the original one is a PNG image, and then we have to also make the successors a PNG image. And how to do that, I have already done that. Okay, you can see right here that they are already transparent background. Okay, so you can see if I hover on my mouse, you can see the item type is a PNG file. So if your file is not a PNG file, maybe a JPG, you can just head over to a new tab and you can just type in JPEG to PNG converter. Okay, it's nothing difficult. Converter. Okay, it's actually nothing difficult, and you can follow any other option that you see right here. You can follow, for example, the first one, which is the cloudconvert.com. And right over here, you can just select file, from your computer, and make sure the file you are selecting is the JPEG, that's the JPEG, okay? And it will be converted to the PNG. So when it's converted to PNG, you can just go ahead to click on the download button to download the PNG version. So when you now have the PNG version, you can be rest assured that your email replacement is going to work perfectly. So with that said, let's go ahead to replace the logo right now. So when I go to the, so you can see from the image, I think I've closed that tab. So I'm just going to quickly copy the image address and open it up once more. I think I mistakenly closed the tab. Okay, as you can see, so I'll head over to the images folder right here, images folder, and I should see the logo.png. And you can see that if you want to be sure, we can just right click and view the image. And just as we said, it is just the exact logo as this. Okay, so we're just going to, let me just close up that tab. I just close it up. I've seen what we want to see. I'll still close this up as well. So right now I'm going to, okay, you can see the five icon as well. So if I just view up this five icon, you can see the five icon, this little icon right here. Okay, so this is actually the five icon, and it's also good to be changed. So let me just click on the upload while I'm at the same directory. So I'll click on the upload, and I'm just going to select the five icon and the logo because I want to replace both the five icon and the logo.png files that are present in that same directory. So I'm just going to drag and drop. I always love to drag and drop. So whenever you drag and drop, you're going to see this notice, or you can see a override file notice. The following files already exist on the server in the directory this, okay, /images. And these are the files, the favicon.png and the logo.png. So if you click on yes, it's going to overwrite the files. And if you click on no, nothing is going to happen, okay? The upload is going to be cancelled. So right now I'm going to click on yes. And you can see the logos have uploaded, which means that the old ones has been overwritten. So yeah, I click on the go back. By clicking on the go back, you can see I still have the logo.png. Right now, if I right click and view the image, you can see we now have the new logo image. So what this means is that if we reload the website, we should see the new image. But even though you don't see the new image, okay, you just have to hard refresh the website. How can you do that? You can just press the control button and press the F5 key. Okay, so control plus F5 key is going to hard refresh the website on the browser, and it's going to give you an updated version of the website. And right here, as you can see, the logo has been updated, as well as the fav icon right here, the little fav icon right here. So by doing this, we have only updated the logo and the fav icon in the front end. We still need to do that in the back end, both the admin dashboard and the user dashboard. So right now, the old logo and fav icon still appear in the dashboard. So I'll go back to the file manager, and I'll just go back to, okay, the public_html, as you can see right here. So I will go into the account folder. So when I head into the account folder and scroll down a little bit, so we're going to see the favicon.png right here, and we are also going to see the logo.png as well as the footer logo.png. So I think I'll just make one more copy of the logo, and I'll call it oh, sorry about that. I'll just copy and paste the one I just resized, okay, and I'll rename it to footer logo, and that's it. So right here I have the ones I want to replace, which is the favicon.png, the footer logo.png, as well as the logo.png right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click on upload, and just immediately I'm gonna upload these 3 files, and immediately I select them, the prompt comes up to let me know that these files already exist. Do I want to replace them? Of course yes, I want to overwrite the old ones, and I'll click on go back, and of course I have them updated. Okay, so as you can see, if I just right click and view, I already have the new ones right here. And if I go over to the dashboard and I couldn't see the updated logo, I can just use the Ctrl plus F5 key to hard refresh the website. Okay, and one more logo change that we need to make is inside the images. Obviously, let me come outside the public_html. I go into the account, and right here I head into the images folder. Okay, and this right here in the so I scroll down a little bit, dragging this thing down. Okay, because there are lots of images over here. Now this right here is the email logo.png, so I'll just click on upload, and right here I need to make another copy of this, and I'm gonna call it the email logo. Of course, as the name implies, this is the logo that will appear in the email headers. Okay, if you can remember, you saw it from the admin dashboard when I was showing it to you. Okay, so since the previous one there is email logo, I will as well rename the new one to email logo, and right here I'm just going to select it and drag it up to this place right here. Okay, I'm gonna replace that, and boom, it's done. Okay, I'll just go ahead and close some tabs that I don't need right here. Okay guys, I'm done replacing all the logos, and right now I just want to tell you that it's really been a good ride. Okay, and from there let's check on how to edit the website, the words, okay, the words that appear on the website, and we'll call it a day in this video. So from there I'll just go to the file manager, click on the public_html, and you can see the pages right here. These are the front end pages, and I'll just go ahead and delete this database. By the way, it's not needed here no more. Okay, so right here you can see the index.php. Now the index.php file is exactly the one that you're seeing right here. Is the first page that appears whenever someone visits the website. As simple as that. Okay, so I will just go ahead and right click to select edit, and I'll select edit again. And right here, the editor, you can see that this is a PHP file. From the declaration right here, you don't need to be afraid. So what this include header.php means is that the header.php file is situated in a separate file, and if you scroll down to the end, you can also see the include footer.php, and this equally means that the footer.php file is situated in another separate file. You can see the footer.php as well as the header.php. So the header.php contains the whole menu bar right here. Okay, this section that you see above, these are all included in the header.php, and in the footer.php, this section right here, all these dark section are included in the footer.php file. Okay, as well as the copywriting section as well. So let's head over to the index. Of course, you know that you have already opened up the index.php file for editing. Okay, so right now we can see some simple text that we can edit. For example, these words that say they're simple, transparent, secure, or whatever, you can see them right here in the header. The simple, transparent, secure. So for the Imperial Premium savings right here, I think I want to change that, and you can see that Imperial Premium and the savings, which is in red. So right here I'm going to change the Imperial Premium, but there is one thing I want to do right here. is I want to search for Imperial Premium in this whole page, so that anywhere the Imperial Premium appears, I'm going to be seeing them easily, and it will be very easy for me to change them. Okay, so I just hold my control key and I'll tap on the F to find. If you are using Mac, just do a command F and you bring up the find dialog box right there, and just go ahead to type in what keyword you are looking for. So in this case, I'm looking for the Imperial Premium keyword, and right here I have 3 instances of the Imperial Premium, and if I click here, I'll go to the 2 and the 3 of 3. So if I wanted to edit the 3 of them at once, I'm going to click on the plus icon right here. I'm going to type whatever I want to replace it with. For example, the name of my bank right now is 𝐤𝐤𝐬𝐤. So I just want to do this, but I don't want to do it automatically. I just want to do it one after the other. I'll just do this. I think I want to do this like this, 𝐤𝐤𝐬𝐤 bank, and I'll move to the next one. Just logical. Okay, you can just think of how to do all these stuffs the easiest way that you can, just to make work easy for you. So if I click on next, you can see we now have 0 of 0 Imperial Premium appearances right here. So I can just save changes like I've just done, and if I come right here, I'll just straight away I'll use Control F5. So I just load up the main website, and you can see I have this 𝐤𝐤𝐬𝐤. To change that, I can as well do that over here, your banking and financial solutions. So whenever you're changing these HTML tags and the elements, make sure you are mindful of the opening tag and the closing tag. That's how to edit the page elements, and you can just go through all the pages to see that you have edited them the way you want them. For the footer, you can just go ahead and okay, let me just edit the footer before I end the video. So I click on the footer and edit once more. So let's go to the footer in the main website right here. You can see, for example, we have this email address. So I can just copy the email address and I'll go to the footer editor. I'll do my Control F, and I'm going to find just to paste the email address I copied. By the way, I just pressed on Control V on my keyboard in case if you did not see me, right click and select paste. Okay, so don't be confused at all. So right here I have this email address, and I'll just go ahead to set it up to mine, and I have the 𝐤𝐤𝐬𝐤, and right here I have the phone number. If I don't have a phone number yet, I can just remove that for now. And you can see it's as good as that. Very simple, guys, very simple. And scrolling down a little bit, I'm just going to see the copyright statement, and I'm just going to set this to 2024. And the Imperial Premium, I'm still going to remove that to call it the 𝐤𝐤𝐬𝐤. As simple as that, guys. You can just go through all the pages, and as you can see, the pages are not just that much, just a handful of them, 1 2 3 and 4. I think just about 6 of them. So just go through each and every one of them to change whatever you want. Right here the email is updated, as well as the name and the copyright. So as well as, and the same applies to images as well. So if you want to change any of these images, you can as well do that from the page itself, like this image right here, this image right here. Any image that you wish to change, just right click on the image and click on the copy image address. So when you click on the copy image address, you're gonna have to paste it somewhere, and you can see the image right here, and you can see the image is located into the public_html/images/project/o2.jpg. Now if I'm to trace that, you'll see that I'll go into the public_html, and I'm going to go into the images. I'm going to the project, and this is it right here, o2.jpg. If I'm to view that, you're going to see that I have the image right here. So what should I do to change that? I could just rename the image, okay, that I want to change it with. I just want to rename it to O2, and I just make sure it is a JPG image. And how to make sure it's a JPG image is to hover on it, Okay, I just hover on it and I can see the item type. If it's a JPG, I'm good to go. I'll just rename it to O2 and I'll just drag it towards right here. And if it's not a JPG, I'll just go to another browser tab and type convert PNG to JPG. As simple as that, guys. You're gonna see a lot of tools that can help you to do that. You can see that PNG to JPG. Whenever you go to this website or any of these, down here you're just gonna upload the one you have and it's going to be converted to the one you desire. So guys, by so doing, we have gone through all the steps from showing you where to purchase the domain name and cPanel hosting, to showing you how to upload and extract the script file, and also the database creation, configuration, and SQL file import, down to the admin settings, adding logo and email SMTP configuration, as well as how to edit the website front end. So this will be the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you have any question at all, leave it in the comment section. And also, if you're new to my YouTube channel, if this is the first time you're watching any of my videos, please kindly subscribe and also make sure you turn on the notification so you can get notified whenever I upload a new video. If you need to have the script, I will leave my contact in the description of this video once again, so you can just shoot me a DM over Telegram or over WhatsApp and I'll be there to give you some response. So that will be all I have for you in this long video. Thank you for watching to this point and to this time. It really means a lot to me that you stick through till this moment. I will see you in the next tutorial. Goodbye for now.